This is Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
Welcome to the Special Chronicles podcast, where we're giving respect and voice to people with special needs. I'm your host, Daniel Smrokowski. Today, we're coming to you live from the 2025 Speak Up and Speak Out Summit here in Normal, Illinois. Joining us right now at our podcast booth is Carl. Hi, Carl. Oh, wait, let me unmute your mic. Hi, Carl.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I'm glad that you stopped by our podcast booth. Can you introduce yourself and tell us where you're from?
My name is Carl Nave. I am from Decatur, Illinois.
Awesome. And what does self-advocacy mean to you?
It means to be able to speak within yourself and to be able to help people with disabilities to understand their rights.
Awesome. What are you most excited about here at the Speak Up Summit?
Learning how to defend myself, learning how to open my field of dreams, almost like opening Christmas presents at Christmas time.
Awesome. I love that. Can you repeat that again for our listeners?
Speak Up, Speak Out is like opening Christmas presents at Christmas time. And it's helped me to understand that we as a people need some type of voice. Speak Up, Speak Out is that type of voice to help people understand what their rights and understanding their dreams, so to speak.
Awesome. I love that. I love that. I'm sure our listeners will take a lot away from that. What's one thing that you have learned from this conference? I know we just got out of the keynote from Zach Anno, who I've got his book here. Hopefully he'll be stopping by our podcast booth. But what's one thing that you have learned so far from attending this conference?
One thing I've learned is that sometimes when a voice is weak, you need some type of Speak Up, Speak Out is the ultimate, like Speak Up, Speak Out is like a bullhorn. As we speak, we make our voices louder than most people. That I don't think they understand how good they have it. And people with disabilities, it would give them the right to express themselves.
Awesome. How will you use your voice when you go back to your community after this conference?
I would explain to people that even though they have a disability, they have a secret power, meaning a secret ability that most people don't have.
Awesome. I love that. And a few final wrap-up questions, and then we'll let you get back to going into one of the breakouts. If you could describe the Speak Up, Speak Out Summit in one word, what would it be?
Tremendous.
Awesome. Maybe I should say tremendous. Yeah, perfect way. What's your message for others listening to this podcast today who couldn't be here with us? Because hopefully our listeners will want to come out to next year's conference. But what's one message for others listening to this podcast who couldn't be here today?
One message that I will say is that some people that they don't realize about their voice, and sometimes it's hidden, tucked away. But one good thing that's coming out of people, one good thing that's coming out for Speak Up, Speak Out is the understanding that we now have a voice. We now have an ability that used to we don't. And Speak Up, Speak Out has been a great deal for me. And I wish the federal government was to understand that Speak Up, Speak Out is worth the thing that we need. Speak Up, Speak Out is worth more than money will ever buy. And I hope that the federal government will understand that and be able to get more funding for this, because I really had enjoyed this. And I'm sorry to see it go. So hopefully we'll get that funding back.
Awesome. So for all of you listening in, hopefully you hold from Carl, you hold from a lot of these stories here today, and will tell leaders to support those of us with disabilities. Thank you, Carl, for coming on. That's a wrap on this episode of our live coverage from the 2025 Speak Up and Speak Out Summit. This episode at least. A big thank you to Carl and to all of the self-advocates and families and speakers and community members who have joined us on today's episode and shared the powerful voices. If you enjoyed this conversation, please follow the Special Chronicles podcast on your favorite podcast app, YouTube, and leave us a review to help more people discover our show. Like and subscribe, and you can also watch and listen to all of our episodes from this conference live from the Speak Up, Speak Out Summit 2025 on specialchronicles.com/SUSO2025. That's specialchronicles.com/SUSO2025. We find all links to our YouTube channel, newsletter, and social media. And until then, thank you, and we'll be back again with more coverage right here in Normal, Illinois, live from Speak Up, Speak Out 2020.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you.
Thank you.
Giving respect and a
How
voice
did I do?
to people with special needs.
All right.
Awesome.